Hello guys and welcome to the 2019 911 Targa 4S. This is a brand new car. We just got this car traded in by a customer and it only has 5,100 kilometers. And look at the beauty. I mean, we are in Hamburg in the north of Germany. Porsche is very common here. Everywhere in the city you go, you see Porsche 911 in different forms, variations and everything. Now and here we have a very special one, because it's the Targa GTS 4. So you got the stronger engine, you got the four-wheel drive and the wider chassis and the Targa roof. But I will explain to you from the beginning now. The car is very nice colored in a gray metallic. So we have the LED headlights, as you can see here. The daytime running lights are now on. It's those four pieces over here. Very nice looking, especially in the dark or when it's getting dark. And you have, of course, in the front here also the lights. Very, very nice. I like this, to be honest. In the dark, as I said before, it looks very unique and very special. So the car is in a gray metallic, what I said, which is a perfect Porsche color, a very decent color. And if you look from the front, it's a very nice. You have the lower bumper in black matte. So it protects the colored bumper from scratches, and even underneath there's a protection bumper. You have the parking sensors in the front, and here again you can see the daytime running lights, which are very, very nice. So if you want a perfect sports car for every day, the Porsche is the car to go. Made in Germany. Big name in the world. Now from the side, the silhouette is nearly the same like all the other 911s, but you notice here something, of course. You notice the GTS signature over there. Of course, everybody needs to know here. And here you have the red brake calipers and the big steel brakes. The steel brakes from Porsche are nearly one of the best you can get, really. There's the ceramic brake, of course, which is much better if you use it, and mostly for track or fast driving. But to be honest, the steel brake from a 911 is, for 90% of the people, definitely enough and very, very good. Here we have the GTS wheels in matte black with a central lock, which look very nice. 20-inch wheels we got here in the front. And of course, at the back, same 20-inch wheels. Perfect design. The gray metallic with the matte black is very, very nice. It matches good. Now, as I said, this is the Targa version, which is also written over here. This has tradition, by the way. It comes from the 70s and 80s. All the Targas had it written here. And the roof mechanics is a little bit more complicated. They have invented it, and I mean complicated not by the use, but how it's working. But it's very beautiful, and I'm going to show it to you later when we open it. Let's take a look at the back. That's something I really love about Porsches. You have, like, optic-wise, one complete rear light. So it's three parts actually, because you got the rear lights here, where's the indicator inside and the fog light, etc. And it goes straight through the middle, the big one, and up to the other side. Very, very nice. As I said, in the dark, the cars become more and more unique. All the cars now have different light features, and this one I really, really like. And over here, you have the brake light. So you have even more red if you're braking. But with a Porsche, you might not do that. You more accelerate, so you don't use it a lot. In the back also, you have parking sensors, and here we have the Porsche signature also in matte black. Fits perfectly to the wheels. We have two exhaust pipes here, sport exhaust. And this one also has a rear view camera. So you can see much better if you're parking or maneuvering. So let's take a quick look at the inside. Now, welcome to the GTS. Most of the GTS are equipped with the full Alcantara. Here we have half and half. So the doors, the seats, and the lower dashboard, and the middle center console, and the headline are in Alcantara. But the upper dashboard and the upper doors are in full leather, normal leather. So the GTS always has like a sporty touch. This is why they use normally Alcantara, or many owners of GTS choose Alcantara for the cars. You got electric seats, part electric seats. So you can, fore and back is manual, but the height adjustment is electric, and also for your back. So let's take a closer look at the inside. I'm going to show you a couple of features. So welcome to the interior of the 911 Targa 4 GTS. Let me fire up the engine. But before, look at this. If you come to the car, it greets you and tells you what car you're in. Very nice. Well, let me start it. Ah, Porsche typical sound. I like that. But I have to be honest, the older Porsche sound better. Yeah, I'm an enthusiast about the older cars. So let's start. We have a full Alcantara steering wheel, which is very, very thin, but here it's a little bit thicker, so you can grab it really, really good. It's a non-multifunction steering wheel. I like this better. You don't need the controls for everything, but here you got the shifting pedals, which is much more important in such a car. The other functions you have, like, as you've noticed, many of the other cars have this. In Ferrari it's called Manettino, in AMG I don't know what it's called. In Porsche I think it's something like Drive Select. You can choose the suspension, like individual, sport, sport plus, so it changes like the character of the gas pedal and suspension, harder, not harder, shifting times, etc. You got cruise control over here, of course. You can enjoy the ride, not always sporty on the road. Yeah, indicator, wipers, etc. And voice control. I never used this, normally it's not working. The dial, which is important in Porsche, is the rev counter. It's in the middle, it says GTS, and it goes up to 7,500 RPM, which is a lot. And believe me, the car sounds good. I will not push it right now because it's cold. So, speedometers up to 330 kph. And those cars are capable of doing what is shown. It doesn't mean this one goes 330, but Porsches always do amazing speeds, really, and amazing performance. I have to say that, really. I once heard somebody saying to compete with a Porsche, you need at least like 100 horsepower more than the Porsche has to even compete with it. So it's excellent work they are doing. Even if I'm more fan of the old Porsche, but I have to admit that really, really good. In the center we have the double clutch shifter, which is also an Alcantara, as you can see here. Let me pull it to see behind. We have the climate control, automatic climate control for driver and passenger. You got the shortcut buttons for all the menus, like tuner for the radio. It's also touch, I think. Yeah, it's touch also as well. Navigation, the map, car, so you can adjust everything on the car. You can see the range, consumption, assistance, etc. So everything. Oh, by the way, assist, let me check. There we got the rear view camera. Here we are with the lanes, which will move if I will move the steering. You have, of course, the climate control, and in the middle here, that's the more important stuff. Suspension, you can adjust the suspension. You can lift the rear view spoiler not the rear view spoiler, sorry, the rear spoiler. You got the ESP off, sport exhaust, of course. I will show it to you later, then you hear it outside. Start, stop, you should turn this off. And here you close and open the Targa roof, what I'm gonna show to you later. The car is equipped with a CD player, what you don't find in many cars today, but it's, I think it's CD and DVD, as you can see here. But it has also Bluetooth audio streaming, so no worries about that. What else do we have? Sport chrono package. So you got the lap timer over here. It's the watch, but you can time your laps if you wish and if you want. I've never done it, to be honest. I don't know how it's working, but definitely it works because it's a Porsche. What else do we have? We have the seats I already showed to you. We have the mirrors are electric, but not foldable electric. That would be an extra option. Was not chosen in this car. And do they have it still? Yeah, it's a cool feature here. You got the cup holders. I like that. It's a nice place for a cup holder because in the center console there's no space. So you just put it here. I like that. Nice idea. And center console, no, it's not movable. It's not, we cannot open it. No. Actually, so far, of course you got back seats in this case, but I mean, who should sit there? I'm small, but if I sit comfortable at the steering wheel, it would be like this. So that's not a lot of space. Small children maybe, or more luggage, I think is better to put there. Yeah. I will take you outside now for a look at the trunk, a look at the engine, some exhaust sound, and talking about the roof. So, and now since 911s always have been rear engine cars, the trunk is in the front. Here we are. A small trunk. Well, it's not that small actually. You can easily get like 2 sets of bags inside, or a small big luggage, like when you go on holiday or vacation. You can choose. Here it's a little bit smaller because we got a Targa 4, which is a 4-wheel drive. So of course you get some less space in the front. If you would have a rear-wheel drive, for example, you would have a little more space for the trunk. So let's take a look at the engine. A little bit more difficult to see. So here it is normally. You can see it here a little bit. This is the air filter. Not the air filter, but where the air comes through, and the small ventilators. You got the oil cooling. And here's still another signature of Targa 3.0 GTS. So not a lot to see, to be honest, in the Targa. Here you got also some little trunk, as you can see here. You can put some stuff, which is good. So the Targa has 2 trunks, if you say like this. Very nice. So that's the key. The good thing is you push a button. Let me see if it's working. And see, the roof opens. And this is the Targa construction. So the rear totally goes to the back, and then you can see with a pause, it's folding down. There shouldn't be a pause, but I lost the key. It folds down, and then the rear glass department comes back on. And there you go. Not a full convertible, a Targa. So still cozy and warm if you drive in colder weather, and not too stormy, but you can see the sky, you can listen to the outside, especially the engine, and very, very nice looking. I mean, come on, really. You got good things out of a coupe and a convertible. It's the perfect combination.